Welcome back, Just a Goof. Obviously, it's me, Steven DeMarco, and I got Luke Haskins today. We had to replace we needed a new host. As you know, we had Zach Proctor, who decided to leave, which is fine, and we're going to miss him. And, you know, I don't really want to talk much about it. All I do want to say is that, you know, Zach's a recovering addict, and I'm just joking. I'm just joking. No, but he is. And when you're going through that, you know, there's ups and there's downs. Mm-hmm. And right now, Zach's just at a down place, you know? And he's going back to rehab. He's going back to the conversion camp, you know, because that's his addiction is cock.
Yeah, that was a constant subject that... Like, the only question I guess I would have is, like, why would that be the one subject? What go-to subject?
For him.
Like,
yeah. Dude, he liked you, too.
Go to.
He liked you, too.
Yeah, I know. It was strange.
He picked up on Luke immediately. We're like, it wasn't like we're like, yeah, Luke's a good guy. He's a catch. And Zach's like, yeah, he is a catch. He looks handsome, smart. We're just like.
No, he just called me out for it.
We're just, we're like, strange. The government's fucked up. And Zach's like,
not
yeah,
like
but
a
Luke's
bad way.
handsome.
Like, appreciate it, bro. But, like.
Yeah.
Maybe not on the pod.
Right. And he went out of his way.
Pod.
You know, like if you have a hot girl on,
that's one
you'd
thing,
approach it the same way.
Yeah, but that makes sense.
Yeah. But like if there's a hot girl on here, you'd approach it the same way. Halfway through, you'd be like, and you know what, by the way, once you feel more comfortable and you're like, now they can say what I actually feel.
When you think about it as a red-blooded American male, right? When another man hits on you, it's just like, could we have done that in private?
Could we have done that in private?
Yeah,
right, because he's putting you on the spot.
On the spot. And it's just like, I guess.
Wait.
Because, like, when it's a woman, when a man's, like, that's seen as, like, normal. Because if you're a heterosexual male as well, or at least perceiving as one, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a weird compliment. Like, if I tell you, Steve, man, you look good today, man. I like your outfit.
Right.
That's okay, but.
Right. Because that wasn't the compliment.
No, it was a little more extreme. But anyway.
He was like, you know what? You look like you're just smart and. You know, the way you think is beautiful. And
well, I mean, you get that deep. That's what I mean. In private, he couldn't divulge his information. I've been like, man, just come out. It's okay. I'll help you through this. I'm straight, but we'll help.
You'll help him?
You'll help him through it, man.
Looks like me, Zach, could be in this room. Definitely
I know
not fucking.
A guy. I know a guy that could help you.
Yeah, who's that?
Yeah, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Is he defending Morgan Whalens?
Yes.
I knew it. Kyle.
No, we'll call him.
We'll call him KC. Right.
Let's call him JT.
Wait, is his initials KC?
No.
Really? Oh, you're talking about
JT. We'll talk
JT
about
is who
JT.
KC would secretly blow under the table.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
now you're picking up on the mojo.
KC, if you're out there, we're on to you.
Yeah.
And JT, if you're out there, keep pimping, buddy.
Yeah, keep doing you. But that's what I mean. If we just introduce them, Zach would figure his shit out just like that because...
And Zach wouldn't even have any idea. We'd just be like, hey, we're going to get drunk. We're going to get drunk. And we don't even ask him the next morning. We don't go, hey, so, you know, we just let it play out. And we check in a couple...
under the table action like before? Or like, did you guys like
no, we can't do that because if we do that, we're going to ruin what's about to happen. And what's about to happen is he's going to go through a 3-month beautiful process. It's like an LGBTQ movie. It's like Moonlight. Have you ever seen Moonlight? Mm-hmm. He's going to go through a process where he learns his sexuality.
Well, and it's funny because the G-Man, what we were talking about before, the G-Man.
The G-Man, code word for homie, we know.
Yeah. The G-Man, he doesn't have a problem. He was just taking pictures of girls' skirts, you know what I'm saying? So like, we already know what he's doing.
That's crazy, too. Are you sure he did that?
Positive. Heard it from Hitch.
Hitchcock told you? Why would Hitch tell you stuff like that? Hitch never told me stuff like that.
Bro, we were in health.
Yeah, but you and Hitch had like a certain vibe.
No, bro. It's just like I was in the class with Joe and John, so...
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They'd shoot some banter.
Dude, Hitch saved my life one time, I think.
How?
I don't know. You tell me. Okay, so I got drunk as fuck.
Down in the weight room?
Fuck you. Yo, his inside joke here is Hitchcock.
Well, we'll just say Hitchcock because that's such a bland... Like, we'll never say
anyone
the first
could be
name.
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
It's definitely not Mr. Hitchcock.
anyone who doesn't know is going to be
Matter of fact, Hitchcock, if you're out there, why don't you call in and defend yourself if you have to, because we're not sure if these allegations are true.
Well, we're not making any allegations, but
No.
we're just saying from what we know.
What we know is that Hitchcock.
You helped Steven down
No,
the way.
no, not me. This was years ago in the 90s. He helped a young female lady.
Well, I mean, they were roughly around the same age, so it doesn't,
Were they around the same age? She was in high school.
She was 18.
She was 18. Okay, she was a
As
senior,
like a 23-year-old male, that's like
not too
normal.
bad, but I want to do it.
Obvious, it's a ballsy move, right? That's why I think
she's not hot.
But I think that's what
You know what she
separates
looks
some
like?
dudes, man. That's why
Yeah.
he got the shot and no one else did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He made that risk.
but
He
she
took that
wasn't
risk.
hot, bro. What was the risk? She looked like a transgender WNBA player.
You know, I personally know her, right?
Do you really?
Yes.
Did you ever ask her about this? You
No,
know her?
Of course. Yes, I'm like my sister's personal friends
Dude,
with her, bro.
you need to. Have you asked your sister?
Fuck no, that's an awkward subject. Why?
And
would,
it's
Yeah,
your
did,
older
sis,
sister.
Did
who
your
you're
best
not like-
friend, fuck?
Right. And there's a big gap between your guys' age.
Yeah.
You know? But
11 years, yeah. So it'd be a little awkward.
But dude, you gotta ask your sister. By the way, was like my first crush, and your
Really?
real sister, Steph, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. When I was like 6.
Yo, when I was in
whapping.
Florida, bro. Have you ever seen?
Hold on, wait. Can we finish the Hitch story?
Okay, yeah. Yo, okay. So to wrap this story up, yeah.
So she was 18. You're saying and he was
yeah,
23.
and he bent her over downstairs in the weight room over a pool table.
Okay,
and
that's what people say.
Yeah, apparently, this is all accusation.
Yeah. But the only
But,
thing
like-
we've seen, though, have you seen this? Only thing I've seen of any evidence is that there's a white spot on that pool table.
That could be from paint, bro. It's a white down there. It's a painted
It is
white.
white down there.
So like,
It
when
looks
people
very
say
cummy,
that-
though.
when
You've seen
people
that
say
white
that-
spot.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Our
But-
school's so cool. We like go down to work out and we look at the pool table and we're like, did the teacher come there? I don't know. It's the mystery of wax. This is one of the mysteries here.
Well, I mean, little kids can, because again, when you're young, going through puberty, you don't think about that shit.
Yeah.
Like you think about the funny things. You don't think about the serious things, because it probably could have happened, probably
Right.
really hidden, awkward, or we don't know.
What
But
North did was less.
Let's
but
just-
like I think his looks less, but his is more because I think what he did was more of like a groom, you know, because he just flirted with her until she graduated.
So you're
He
saying
didn't make a move until
Hitch-
she was legally.
So North made the appropriate response.
yeah,
which
but
is,
it was more
which is a little
evil
more
and strategic.
which is a little more scary than
Yeah, because
the
he
other
put
one.
way more thought into it.
Yeah,
He was like, I
it was
can't get
methodical.
caught.
It was methodical.
They'll
It
find the
was-
bodies if I get caught.
Oh. Yeah, you just find one of those.
Because North didn't do anything until what? I don't know. But I know it was young. I think she had the cap and gown on and he took it off. Dude, they would be so tight if they watched this.
Shots fired.
So this all we were talking about the G-Man, right?
Yeah, the G-Man. But yo, let me where was I going with the Florida thing, man?
Was it something to do with jerking off?
No, I have a funny story about that though.
Of you jerking off?
Yeah, when I was a kid. Since we're on the subject with the G-Man and shit. Literally, bro, have you ever been caught by your parents? I think this is
Not
like
jerking off.
Really?
I've been caught having sex by my parents. I have a great story about that. You go first.
Bro, have you? I'd be two-stroking and my mom walked in. So imagine you two-stroking, and you and like yeah,
Oh my God.
not okay, bro.
I
The
couldn't-
scariest experience of my
Have
life.
you looked at her yet? Have you talked to your mom yet?
Oh, that was years ago.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't be able to.
Well, one time, more recently, she walked in when I was, hanging out, and I literally looked at her dead in the face and said, "Get out." Like, I'm over that feeling, the fear. I'm like, just leave. Like, what are you doing in here? My door's closed for a reason. Don't come
Moms
in.
don't knock.
Yeah.
either.
Well, oh no, that's the funny thing. She knocked, said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Nothing." Walks us in. I'm like,
Because you
that
know what
doesn't
your
mean
mom
come
thinks.
in.
Because moms are so. This is how it happened. Ready? We're gonna play it out. Ready? I'm gonna be your mom. You be you. Hey, Luke. What you doing, honey? Moon hon? Honeymoon?
what the fuck,
Sweetie pie?
sweetie pie?
What you doing in there?
Sweetie pie. Literally, just say nothing. I'd say nothing.
Yeah, just say nothing.
Nothing.
I think that means you're smoking weed. What are you doing?
No, bro. Like, the thing I dislike about moms when it comes to like privacy, it's like they always go with the argument, it's my house.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but
And you know they use that on your dad?
what if I was stark naked? It's like, and the whole argument is, oh, I've seen that before. I don't care. Why do I? But then the moment you try to walk in the bathroom, they freak out.
Right.
It's like,
right.
bitch, what? It's so bad.
Right. Right.
'Cause,
No,
like,
I feel that.
if
My
you're
mom
my
would
mom,
always
why does
do
it
that. My
matter?
mom did this thing where she'd knock and then open.
Yeah.
Like, because I was like, stop opening my door. Knock. I'm selling drugs in here, bitch. Because remember, I used to.
Yeah, see. But you know what I realized? You just need to put something heavy in front of the door because most moms aren't jacked. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but then that's like a giveaway.
what do you think Dan Gorman do?
He is name drop.
I don't give a fuck.
What do I think he does
Yeah, what do you think the Dan Gorman do, bro, when he home?
when he needs to jerk off? Well, I think that's all he does. I'm just joking.
No,
He's just
we
constantly
love you, Dan. We just
he's a watching too.
yeah, we love you. We just gotta name drop you, throw you out there.
Yeah. But dude, in my opinion, like I don't know, moms they always think we're doing something bad. And that's like their mind goes to if they knock and we don't answer or we're like, don't come in here, they're not thinking, oh, he's jerking off. Our dads would. Our dads would be like, stop jerking off.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like this
all
is just
day.
it's just a different mindset.
But moms are like, he's doing something bad. See, because I remember
I don't think it's they doing something bad. I think they just don't think at all. Like they just like, oh, okay. Like
Well,
it's not like like remember how we were talking in the car?
Yeah.
It's not a thought out process. It's more of a just like, oh,
Yeah.
like
An
'cause again,
instinct almost.
exactly.
Like,
just a like
yeah.
they again it's
Not
my
an
house.
instinct,
I
more
just
of a,
can
like,
I can open this door. I don't need to ask why.
See,
Where with dudes, we're just like, hey, like if you were taking a crap, I'd be like, hey man, you taking a shit in there? And you'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, oh okay.
right.
Where girls, they don't even ask if they're taking a shit. Sometimes they'll just try to open the door. I've had so many girls when
Yeah.
I'm taking a poop. I'm
But
like,
see,
bro,
my
what are you
mom
doing?
always thought I was doing something bad whenever. Like, I mean, I was a pretty bad kid. But, like, I remember before I was a bad kid. Would you say I was a bad kid?
Define bad, you know? Like, do I think you were a rambunctious kid? Yeah.
Yeah, but I was safe. You know, I wouldn't hurt someone
Steven,
else's kid.
we crashed the car into the pole under the one-way by the trestle. You remember that?
What car?
We were baked. Your mom's car. No, it was your car. We slid into it. We were trying to get to basketball practice.
Wait, did this really happen?
Yes, you don't remember this?
I picked you up for practice?
Yes.
I missed that. Ah. And we slid into a pole?
No, we just slid in the pole, you know, under the trestle.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
bitch ass.
yeah, and
you
it's
were
like
coming
a
around
wall.
fast and you just
That was
went.
in my dad's white truck.
Yep, the fucking pop cam.
Yeah, dude. Those trucks are terrible. Jeez.
Well, it was a pop can. Pop can Dan didn't.
Jeez.
Yeah, he didn't care, bro. He just was like,
Yeah.
"It is what it is." That was there a week ago, so it's.
And that was like I hit a girl in my senior class, smashed into her.
Oh, Haley, I was there.
Right next to your grandpa's house. I
Yo,
blame the bushes to this day, but to be honest, I was texting.
he's like Haley.
I was like,
didn't see
tell
you.
your grandpa to cut your fucking bushes. I said that to Luke because one day Luke was like, why don't you learn how to drive? And I was like, that was your grandpa's fault. Because that was my
But now you just blew yourself in. You were texting.
Because I don't care anymore. I was texting. Your grandpa doesn't have to cut his hedges.
Yeah, I know. But that is a dangerous spot. Yo, I hate how they have that yield sign there. Have you
Yeah, they
guys
changed
ever
it.
been behind a driver or like been in a driving situation where the other person is just being retarded?
Yeah, all the time.
And so I came up to this yield sign, and this woman came up to this yield sign, and for some reason the yield sign was over here, and she thought it was over on the other side of the street. So she just stopped right by my grandparents, and so I was trying to take a left. She was completely in my way.
Right.
So I couldn't even take a left. And so she wanted me to. So I had to go in the opposite lane
Right.
to take my left.
That's a great story.
No, it is. It's annoying. I hate.
It is
I'm like a rage driver. Like, okay, yeah,
Wait, you want to talk about road rage?
yeah,
bro?
I'm a rage
Have you
driver.
ever
Like I was
seen,
like, bro, what
people
the fuck?
Die, like the people who murder other people.
I was going to Erie once, and this dude almost ran me off the road, and I literally like was on his ass because I was like, bro, you almost ran me off the road.
I honked at a dude on Jamestown 2nd Street.
Yeah.
Honked at a dude. He stops in the middle of the street, gets out of his car, and starts walking towards me like this. A Puerto Rican dude. Instantly. I honked once. And he legit was like, you know how Irish people are like,
you want to go home?
Like people in their 20s used to fight.
I box.
Yeah. Like his name was Pablo. He's like, hey, man, you gonna be a honk out here.
You want to take this left? That's 2 pieces in a soda?
Yeah. Like, I was like, oh, that's crazy.
You pop out game bread. Just Jorge Masvidal just pops out of the car.
Aaliyah
What you do?
Freaked out. Aaliyah
What?
freaked out because Aaliyah's like, next time that guy has a gun. And I was like, oh, stop. She's like, don't honk. And I'm like, fuck out of here.
The only situation I've been in like that recently is when I went over the bridge coming back from Barcelona in Westfield. And you know, at the peak of the bridge, you can hardly, like, if someone in the dark was walking across, you couldn't see them.
Right.
So when we were coming back, there were 3 cars on the left-hand side, and they were pulled over. And so we were just going normal pace because no one seemed to be in the right. All of a sudden, we get to the peak, and boom, some guy almost walked out right in front of me. I almost hit him. And so I was like, oh, shit. So I swerve, and I pass him. So I get out because I'm like, I'm going to apologize to this guy, see what's going on, because there was a dude sitting on the side of the road, and because I thought someone maybe got hit.
Right.
The moment I pop out of the car, the guy's like, fuck you. Get the fuck back in your car. I'm like, whoa, Jamal. Don't, like, I was literally like, Jesus.
That really happened?
Yes, dude. And he had a dog with him, but then it flipped the switch, and that's what I mean. I could get some rage, and I literally was like, motherfucker, like, I was this close to beating his ass.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for my girlfriend in the car.
Oh, your girl was in the car?
And I told her, I was like, if my brother was here, you know my brother.
Yeah. You should have used that line. You should have been like, yo, you lucky I got a bitch in the car, man. Because I didn't have my bitch. And you got to call her a bitch. You can't say my girl. Because if you call her your bitch, it's like, oh, he calls her his bitch and gets away with it. This dude's tough.
Yeah, that's it. I got this guy. Big dick guy.
Dude. Yeah, bro.
He ain't afraid.
Dude, I remember, like, back to your point, I think the reason your mom would knock and then come in when you said what? My mom always saw us doing something bad. When I first started jerking off, I'd come home from school and I'd jerk off really hard. Maybe twice.
Stress from
Dude,
homework.
You remember as a kid, did you ever jerk off 3 times in a row for no reason? Like, you'd shoot a load the first time and then
do more.
Yeah. You want to shoot 2 blanks for no reason. Just because it's like there's so much porn out there.
You just see something that's just super fascinating. You're just like, I can't stop.
So I would do that.
Well, I would say before I had sex, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
sure.
after
I'm
you have
like
sex, it's
anymore.
like, yeah, my hands are okay.
Now, as an adult, you know, I'll just get a nut out when I feel a nut. That's it. I don't overextend. I'm not like, I just want to jerk off so bad that I don't, you know what I mean? I'll just keep going, you know? I'm not like that anymore. Now I just like, I got shit to do, bro. I need to get this nut out.
Well, it's like Bernie Mac, bro. There was a stand-up he was doing.
I love him.
And
I love Bernie Mac.
Do you love him, Steven?
I love Bernie Mac.
Is he Big Daddy Chocolate for you?
He's Big Daddy Chocolate. And
if
I had to take one.
Well, he was talking about once you get to a certain age, bro, you just don't give a shit about the girls' feelings anymore. Like, this is a fact. Like, girls, you better enjoy it. Because when we're in our 20s, you better enjoy the effort we put in. Yeah. Because by the time we hit our like late 30s, early 40s, we're getting tired. We don't want to deal with your bullshit anymore. We have money. We have establishment.
Yeah. You should see my dad. He's done nothing for my mom in 20 years.
He's got establishment, I guess. He's Pop Can Dan. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like,
he's done nothing.
He's like, I don't give a shit. I can do whatever I want.
He doesn't do anything.
But that's what I mean. Like, if you, as a man, if
like, name one thing you should do for your wife.
One thing you should do for your wife?
Yeah.
Every day?
Not every day, just anything in general.
Tell her you love her?
My dad's never done that.
Shit. That's rough.
I heard
as a woman, that's all you care about here.
My dad, yeah. We don't do that in my family. There's no love
Pop Can Dan looking back and being like, what'd you say to me?
Yeah.
We don't say that here.
Yeah. He's like, bitch, I don't love you.
Good shit.
I don't love you, bitch.
Like, who are you again?
Yeah,
why are you still here in my house?
There's not a lot of love yous in my family.
Well, yeah, look at what Danny said. He called you, he's like, do you want to see democracy die?
Yeah.
Like, What?
For real, dude.
Wait, has he been on the pod yet?
No, he won't come on. Actually, we need to get to that.
We need to get Danny
we have a whole
here.
thing. I have a whole thing to say about Danny not coming on the pod because I know a way to get
Tell
him
me
on the
about it
pod.
then, because I don't know.
Okay.
What about it?
Well, first, I'm going to end my story with, since I'd come home and jerk off every day, my mom thought I was on drugs because I'd jerk off and go to sleep. So
What, heroin?
my mom thought I was doing drugs in 7th grade because I'd come home, jerk off, go
Your
to
mom
bed
thought I
every
was
day.
selling you drugs.
I know. I was
like,
my mom
wow.
really thought that?
Oh, yeah.
My mom, if you're out there, he was buying drugs off me, Ma. I'm the drug dealer,
I remember
Ma.
when all that shit happened, when the cops went to hospital and all that shit. I was like, this is like the 10th time I've smoked ever, and you guys think I'm a drug lord? It's like, wow. This
Dude,
is
I'm so
a lot
tight.
of publicity.
Ma, you think I'm a user, Ma? She knows I'm not a user. You should know I was selling, Mom.
It's just marijuana.
You know how much
man.
weed my mom's flushed down the toilet?
A lot, I bet. That's sad.
About almost
hurts
2
you.
pounds.
That's shit
Almost
you hear about
2
with
pounds.
like cocaine.
Never at the same time, though. Like, she'd flush like an ounce down at a time. But it almost got to 2 pounds.
See, when I hear that, it's like I said. If you hear about an ounce of cocaine getting flushed down the toilet, you're like, eh. You hear about an ounce of weed getting flushed down the toilet, you're like, well, that's kind of depressing.
But I take that L. I took that
if
L.
you if you
I
had to
came
take
back
an,
every time.
well, yeah.
I don't sell anymore
So
because I'm a
think about it. How
fucking
much is an
grown
ounce?
up.
How much
Hold
is
on.
an ounce?
Oh, an ounce. I get a zip for 180, but for you peasants, it's probably 215, 220 because you're all peasants. But
I guess it's the quality that matters.
listen, dude, we're grown-ups, aren't we? I sold weed in high school. If I sold weed in high school and you're still doing it, you might need to grow up a little bit.
I guess it depends on what you want to do with your life.
Yeah, grow up.
But isn't that what someone could tell you?
Yeah.
So you gotta
Well, hold
really
on.
think
Here's
about it.
the
It's all about
difference, though.
perspective.
Here's the difference, though. Real drug dealers don't want to sell drugs anymore.
Well, yeah, that's
But
why they
white
invest in real
kids
estate
who play as drug dealers but only sell shit to their
or
friends,
gamble.
they get the good without the bad. It's like being black without being black. Have you ever heard that
That's a
saying?
thing. It's called being whitewashed.
Yeah. You ever
Yep.
heard that?
I've heard of it.
Black,
100%.
like Jid the rapper is like, you all want to be black without being black, which means you want to like take the culture part, but not have to deal with the police and the other shit. It's like that has to deal with white kids who try to sell drugs. It's like, yeah, you want to be a drug dealer, but you don't want to be a drug dealer. You want all the cool parts of it, but you don't want someone to come beat your fat, chubby little ass because you're a pussy stuck in Westfield, which could easily happen.
or anywhere really.
Or anywhere. Which has never happened to you. So you're really not a drug. Has someone stuck a pistol in your face?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the degree of the drug, right? Like if it was cocaine or
No. If you sell
methamphetamine-
cocaine to white kids, doesn't matter. Not white kids, but like
what do you mean?
rich.
White kids are the biggest buyers of cocaine out there.
Yeah, but if you sell cocaine, like, see, that's the difference. If you're selling cocaine to rich kids or kids who have money, like around here in Westfield and Mayville, there's no harm done. Those kids have money. They have moms and
Well,
dads'
that's
money.
anywhere with money though.
Yeah. But if you go to New York City and you try to sell some coke, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because of the population.
There's people there who are raised different. They're
Well,
real fucking people.
But what I'm saying is it's population too. So like they've had to deal with different personalities and stuff. So
Right.
and different people act differently. So yeah, if you're on a block and you're selling drugs and I would say even on the freaking edge of the hood, you still have potential to get robbed by anybody. It doesn't matter if it's your hood, anyone else's. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I mean, we know that, Steve.
I guess my point is that if you're selling drugs around here, like
You're
in Westfield or
guaranteed
Mayville,
more safety
yeah.
for sure.
But
But like,
it's not like
it's like that dude that got shot in Sherman, bro.
yeah.
You know, it doesn't really over a drugs. Like it doesn't matter. It all depends on the person.
Yeah,
and
but
the
those are
situation.
scumbags. I know who that is.
Yeah, but still, it doesn't matter. It's situational, right? Because even like kids, like the Hernandez brothers, bro. You ever hear about them?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they were rich dudes and they killed their parents. Like it doesn't really. I
Crazy.
think. Yeah, it depends on to me who you are, but I agree with you. Around here, you don't have to worry as much about.
I guess my point is
criminality.
Stop acting like you're like the dudes from the city who are like ganks, like hard. You're not Moneybag Yo. You're not Moneybag Yo. Moneybag Yo has got his ass whooped people's asses, has had responsibility for
But what's
people
his
being
drug
dead.
of sale?
Probably all of them because he's a
My
G.
point exactly.
But then there's kids around here who just sell and
Well, yeah, because
out of their mom's house.
They're just trying to make a buck, though. That's the whole.
But then
point.
they make tweets like, "Motherfuckers act like it ain't hard around
you're
here."
mad about the fact that they just talk a bunch of shit.
They act like they're gangsters on Twitter.
That's what I mean. They act like, so they're pretty much, they're just portraying something that's not real.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel you.
It's so poserous. It's like that white kid, like Arian Carvello, who'd come to school with his jeans to his knees. It's like, stop. It's the same thing, except it's not as easy to see.
Have you ever heard it, like with people of color, it's called code switching? Have you ever heard that term? Yeah, so like around different ethnicities, specifically, it's more seen with African Americans. Right. Like if you're an African American and you're from the hood, right? Some people have it, some people don't. Where you can just flip a switch and you can like act out not how you really are.
Oh, you're saying your like, white voice, they call it.
Like exactly. Yeah, like you can switch up your tone, your aggression, everything like that, because this like brothers are just different. Where with like us, we've never had to really do that. So we don't understand that concept, but it's the same thing, you know? Yeah. So yeah.
I just think it's so good. I think they all need to get punched once.
Why?
Just good for you.
But like I think it's sort of like beyond scared straight. I mean, unfortunately, life will be a reality check though. Like the reality of what, like imagine saying the wrong thing to the wrong person. That's what I mean by situational. Yeah. Like I mean, if you are acting that way and you say the wrong thing to the wrong person who does have a gun, because Ali is somewhat right, but like at the same time, statistically, it's unlikely that someone will just randomly shoot you. But you never know; it could be your day, and someone pull out a gun and just blow your brains out, and you're just like, "Oh, well, that's how it is. You're over." Or you get shot in the ass running away.
Could you imagine this way? You go out as you're in traffic and your brains get blown out because you honked at a guy.
It's like mafia shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Yeah. But bro, like the craziest story I've heard about like road rage was like a buddy of mine was telling me you know David. Mm-hmm. Okay. David, as you're watching this, if you watch this, he told me a story about when he was at West Virginia and he saw some girl get pulled out of a car and like had the brick speed off of her because she missed a green light. Like it went green and she was apparently must have been texting and missed it, and the dude got pissed, got out of his car, ripped her out of the car and beat the bricks out of her, and then got back in his car when it went green, went around her.
And David did nothing.
David I wonder how big the dude was. If this dude was like a monster, it's like, well, he clearly is having some roid rage. Yeah. So I don't want to get killed here trying to just...
Could you imagine David in the car just going like, oh my God, oh fuck, oh shit.
Yeah, I could see David just being like...
If you guys don't know David, he looks like Justin Bieber's mom. Like he's such a he just a fucking soccer mom haircut. Like best guy though, David. You're cool.
Yeah, we love you, David. It's you do look you. I guess you and Justin Bieber could be cousins.
Do you ever see those moms with like the same hair as Justin Bieber, almost? Like we had
the
a
same
substitute.
Like Bob.
Who's that substitute teacher we had? And she had like this short hair, and it was wavy like Justin Bieber's. It wasn't like Justin Bieber hair, but it was like, and it was short. And holy fuck, something about that haircut. I just wanted to fuck the shit out of that sub. She was hot. Do you know who I'm talking about, bro?
I just remember
she always wore heels, gray pants, long legs. Come on, you had that sub. She had short brown hair.
Negative,
dude. If you're out there,
teacher,
fuck you.
The only attractive teacher
that's the hair
I've seen come out of that school was our Spanish teacher that we got for the first like couple of years.
Miss Kilcoyne.
That her name now?
That was her name?
I thought her maiden name was Noel.
Miss Noel, with the one with the huge ass.
When we first got her, bro, I was like, holy smokes.
See, that's the little boy in you. That's the little boy in you, because she's not attractive. She just has a big ass. That same thing happened to me with Mrs. Kilcoyne. Mrs. Kilcoyne was French, redhead, like that teacher, but her ass was a little smaller and better shaped. It was like, remember that girl showing you on Instagram just now with the big pores?
Yeah.
Mrs. Kilcoyne was like that, but like if it was proportionate. No.
I would remember that.
No, but it was really proportionate. But like her butt was that nice. Dude.
So highly proportioned.
Dude, she had to this day, Miss Kilcoyne has the nicest ass I've ever... Bro, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it. Bro, she gave me my first wet dreams.
Really?
I'm not even. The first time I ever came was in my sleep because of Mrs. Kilcoyne, my French
I
teacher.
remember my first wet dream, bro.
I was in seventh
It was
grade,
bad.
bro, and I had a dream that she just fucked me in class. And the reason I had the dream was because this is how thick this bitch was.
At the
Holy
time.
shit!
How old were you, Steve? Like 14?
I was in seventh grade. I was like 12.
Damn.
And it was such a weird feeling that I went to school and still felt weird about it.
It's like when you hook up with a random chick and you see her all the time, you're just like,
right.
And the sex wasn't good. It's just like,
yeah, it was
awkward.
like that. Dude, holy shit. Okay, this shit was crazy. You want to know how thick Miss Kilcoyne was? You know how you have rows of desks?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was like this on my desk. She's trying to walk through the row.
And she would hit it?
She can't fit. She's too thick, son. And her butt went like this on my elbow. And I was like, and then that night,
you had a little orgasm there for
dude,
a second.
And that night, oh my god!
So
dude.
that was the night you got brushed up against, and you thought it was flirtation. In your mind, some music came on, and then that night,
dude, I had the most vivid, intense dream ever. Like she was.
I bet you do remember that. I don't remember mine. I just remember the aftermath, which was horrible.
Mine was good. She fucked me on the desk. I remember all this shit, bro. Holy
Probably
shit.
woke up smiling. I woke up scared.
Bro, to this day, I would do anything to like, not only would I cheat on my wife, if I had 4 kids, I'd ruin all their lives. I don't care. Hey, kids, the next 2 years is going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Me and your mother are fighting all the time. A lot of court cases.
Not court cases.
You're going to get dragged through the mud. All your friends' parents are going to talk about it. But guess what? Daddy got to fuck the girl who made him, who gave him his first wet dream. No, for real, she was hot. If anyone remembers Miss Kilcoyne, you know, dude, her ass. And girls nowadays ain't got a booty like that, right? Like the one you were talking about. I know who you were talking about too. She had the same, what's the word? Same family of booty. You know what I mean?
Shape. Same shape.
Yeah.
Structure.
Girls nowadays don't have that booty, and if they do,
depends.
They got it with that big waist. Get rid of that waist, because Miss Kilcoyne ain't have no waist.
No, man. With most girls, like here's a pro tip for girls. If y'all did the stair stepper,
yeah,
and just did body squats, high volume,
yeah,
y'all wouldn't need to work out that hard.
No, and stop doing Brazilian butt lifts and shit. If you want to make your body look better, work for it. Don't
like I hate the whole concept of girls when they think that just because they're attractive they can.
It's all about money.
Girl.
Look out!
No. Let me tell you. There was this. It's all about circumstance, bro. Like when I was in Florida, when I went to high school in Florida, there was this girl. Her name's Maya. Beautiful girl, stunning girl. However, she was kind of a bitch, and she was a little racist. And so it's like if the girl doesn't match up, I don't care how attractive you are.
Yeah.
If because like have you ever heard a girl with an annoying voice like hi, like it's like bitch go away.
I'm gonna do an impression of this girl. Tell me if I'm right.
Yeah.
Hi guys, how you doing?
No, like her voice sounds like a duck. Brittany.
Saragusa?
No, Tanner and Liam hooked up with her.
Oh, Brittany Lancaster.
Hey! Great girl, nice girl, but her voice really just.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, like
what's going on,
bro?
Hey, I don't want to be the one that says it, but when all the colored people work together, they talk a lot. Was she like that?
No, she won't.
You said she was a little racist.
No, I'm talking about Maya.
Yeah, I was doing an impression of Maya.
Maya,
Maya
she had a great voice. She beautiful girl, stunning, but her personality traits just didn't line up. You know what I'm saying? So you could be like a bomb girl, but like, there's like certain factors, bro, that are like a turn off.
See, that's why I can't nothing can make me attracted to Kylie Jenner. Like her body looks nice.
Everything's fake.
But yeah, I can't, dude. There's something off about it. Andrew Schultz said it best. You know, a man.
What did Andy say?
Dude, you want to know what he said? He said a man tranny is more real of a woman than Kylie is. Less plastic.
Yeah, bro. I mean, all you do for a man tranny is you just chop that shit off and then
Look
boom.
where we're going, dude. Like, theoretically, how sexy could Jeff Bezos be?
Jeff, have you watched have you seen the news on Amazon? Like how They're going through a bunch of They're gonna be going through a bunch of suits.
Yeah, because they did that shit in India.
Oh, I didn't know it was India. I just heard it was like employee like, I wouldn't say disrespect, but like they just don't respect their employees. They're just they're horrible to their employees.
Talking about something else.
Oh, what happened in India?
There's a law in India to protect mom and pop shops, local businesses.
Yeah.
So like you'd have to buy from smaller companies, and Amazon found a loophole to get around it. So they didn't have to, so they could keep buying from big corporations.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, but I mean, go Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be the biggest distributor in the world,
how sexy could Jeff Bezos be? How
if
sexy?
He did plastic surgery?
Oh my god, bro.
I mean,
he could turn into Mrs. Kilcoin.
There's this dude. Like if you have any amount of money like that's above, I'd say north of like 200K, you can make yourself look amazing.
Yeah, but dude, you need a little. If you want a Kylie Jenner treatment, you need millions.
Duh, she's a billionaire.
So that's my point.
That's a different.
If she can get that
breed,
with all of
though.
her money, imagine what kind of breed could Bezos be? How fucking
look at Elon.
sexy?
Elon's the most expensive person in the world right now.
Yeah. So how sexy could Elon
Well,
Musk
I
be?
wouldn't say expensive person in the world in the United States. Sorry.
How sexy could he be, dude? Like especially with all the technology he has, he could make himself.
Jeff is already jacked. He's just bald, bro.
No, but I mean a sexy girl. Like overnight, he could turn himself.
Oh, so you're saying if he went through not overnight, treatments would take a long time.
Yeah.
Hormone treatments.
But if they both transition,
yeah.
they'd be hotter than Kylie Jenner like that.
Yo, have you ever
They
seen?
would take over her spot, bro.
Have you ever seen the
Could
video?
you imagine?
Listen.
New pictures of Jeff Bezos on a beach.
Have you seen the video of Joe Budden when he was talking to that one transgender girl on live television? Okay, so right before he was in an interview talking with the person before they went and talked, how she was super attractive, this and that, and then he found out she was a tranny, and he just went. He was so shocked, and I was like, "Yeah, bro. Like, if you transition young, like when you're 14, go through hormone treatments for 10 years, you're gonna look like a female.
Yeah,
like it's a fact, and it's scary because if I was a dude and I walked out to the bar." And you see this individual, we'll just say, that looks very attractive. You like obviously,
right?
And then they pull out a dick later in the end of the night. I would be very irritated as a man.
But what if they don't have the dick?
Even so, it doesn't matter.
Do you think they could be so hot that you put it in the butt?
No, like
no way you put it in a tranny's butt. A tranny could not be hot enough for you to put it in its butt. Really? I haven't seen a tranny I like yet, but I'm sure that with all the technology we have,
bro. But think about it. It's a dude. Like imagine you. Imagine me, Steven. I want you to look at me real quick. Look at me hard.
Yeah.
Now imagine I went through hormone treatment.
See, you couldn't be a sexy girl though. Your head's too big, and I don't mean that in a. I'm not trying to. I'm sorry, that was rude.
No, you're good, bro.
No, but you have like a Brock Lesnar head. I've told you that before. And with that head, you can't become a female, dude. Everyone will know because your body's gonna get smaller, and your fucking head's just gonna be like.
So it won't be proportional, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Your head's too big. I could be a sexy bitch, dude.
Nah, bro, your nose wouldn't do it. He's like, fuck yeah,
Yo, I could get a nose job, bitch. I could get it. My legs are beautiful, motherfucker.
I'm sure you'd be on some interesting sites, bro.
Oh my god, do you think that's what Zach does to keep himself like thinking he's straight?
Yo, listen,
chicks with dicks. He's like, I like chicks. They just gotta have a dick.
I mean, there is a part of being like bisexual where you're like attracted to the idea of men being attracted to you.
I'm not attracted to that. I don't.
You don't find that?
No. Here's my thing.
Like, so you would say if you enjoy the attraction from another man, you are gay or you are bi because you aren't attracted to them, but you enjoy the attention from them.
Well, does that mean you're gay though? If you just like attention, like what? I just like attention in general. You know what I mean?
I guess I see what you're saying.
But I'm not attracted.
Let me
to
ask you a
man.
question.
I don't like men's
Would you
features.
get upset? Because like for me, it doesn't bother me when I get hit on by a guy. It's just like I said with Zach, do it off the pod because that's just weird. But if a dude hits on you, it's like, thanks, bro. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
I lean into it.
Now
actually.
imagine if you flirted back a little bit, you just appreciated the attention, but you didn't find them attractive.
See, flirting back's weird, but it's not.
Because then does
bi or gay? What
Yeah,
I think
like,
it means is you have like a mental condition. Like your parents did not love you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's where you're going with that?
Yeah. If you're a straight dude, but a gay guy is like, oh, you're so pretty, and you're like, oh, thanks, man. Dude, you look great too. Fuck, you look good, man. You know what I mean? And
But
just to get more compliments out of him, it's like a desperate thing.
So it's sort of like what girls do.
Yeah, for sure. But what I will say, like, I think
So then it'd be bi.
they could make a tranny where I would put it in the butt. Where, like, say I meet the tranny at a bar,
Yeah.
right? And we go back to the crib, and I don't know it's a tranny, right? And
I'm
then,
sure you'd figure it out, bro.
no, say I'm really drunk.
You know how I'd figure it out?
How?
Hands. Look at your hands and imagine them.
That's so true. How could you fake a male's hand? How could you do
I feel
that?
like for everyone who does watch this, that's a good sign.
As soon as they go
Watch
to give you
the
a hand job.
No. What you have to do is watch how they pick up glasses. If they pick it up like gripping that shit, it's a fucking guy. If they pick it up petite like and like sensitive, it's like, okay, that's a woman.
Right. Like, could you imagine you don't know it's a tranny and they go to give you a hand job? And this is how you figure out they're like, you want me to touch it? You're like, yeah, touch it. And they're like, okay. And you're like, holy shit, you only need one hand.
No,
that's
bro.
crazy.
No, what's crazy is when they know how to. See, that's the thing where I feel like you'd be wrong. Girls do that. They squeeze that shit because they don't know how it feels. Where a man does, if he be doing it right, then it's like, wait a minute, this is strange.
This is too good.
This is too good. What? How many times you do this? What's your body count at? Who are you? I'm confused.
Right.
Because when a girl has hand job skills, which is rare, by the way, I'm sorry for all you females out there, but y'all suck.
So bad. So bad.
But yeah, if it's a thing, you're either a porn star or you're a dude.
Yeah.
Because there's no way.
But what if,
No way.
like, what if your whole dick fit in their hand? That would be alarming to me because I'm like, that never happens.
That'd be.
You're like, who am I out with, Shaq? My dick ain't small, bitch. Give me back. You trying to
No,
make my
bro.
dick feel small?
No. But I see what you're saying, though. Like,
How do you feel about, like, trannies in sports?
that is a subject we could go deep into because I have a lot to say. All right, so like my opinion on this, think of like all sports, from fighting, something very intense, and like you need to be a male to fight another male,
Right.
because you will fuck up because that's where we're gonna go to, or just something super innocent like I don't know, tennis.
Right.
Okay. Put a transgender woman, let's just say, against Mike Tyson. Or
That's hilarious.
put Serena Williams against a transgender that is, say, like 6'2", and that's getting testosterone.
Right.
Right? Or like a man that's transitioning into a woman trying to play Serena Williams. I mean, I feel like that'd be okay.
Yeah, Serena's going to cook him.
Yeah, because
See,
if you're a man
that's-
transitioning into a woman, like into
what I
a
was
simple
thinking.
sport, but if you're a man transitioning into a woman in like a fighting sport, I don't think that would work.
Right. Like, track and field is one, like,
Yeah, I feel like that could work.
it's still not that fair, though. Like, I saw an article and it was like, man.
I feel like you would need a certain amount of time for hormone treatments.
But even then, because that's you can't go in until your levels meet a criteria, and even then, it's still bullshit. Because what if you went through puberty as a male?
Well, and the funny thing is, most athletes take steroids while they're at fucking the Olympics, anyways. So
And
like,
what if I took estrogen? If I started taking estrogen at 14, I probably wouldn't be this tall and brawly. But if I didn't start taking it until I was like 20, I'd still be this big. I'm just gonna lose a lot of muscle and shit, but I'm still huge and I got a big frame.
Yeah, your frame will grow, but again, your muscle mass will be different.
Like, I saw an article and I was like, guy races with females to prove that like transgenders shouldn't be playing in different area sports. But people are like, "Ha! He came in second. He didn't even win. Told you, leave trannies alone." I'm like, "Cause he came in second, because he didn't beat you in track and field. You think it's okay? Because, dude, of course they're not gonna beat this dude. Doesn't even do track, and he still got second.
Well, imagine
that
a
girl's
female.
been running track.
Imagine
That
a
girl who got
female,
first,
bro, who's trying to become a man, playing football, and her frame is 5'10", 5'11", you know, because running backs can be like that.
Taylor, guess.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that video of the one football player that's like 6 foot? He's like 230, and then he's standing next to the other guy. He's like 6'8", 300.
Mm.
Let me tell you something. When you're a man and you grow up being a man and you play football, you get used to getting hit. When you're a girl transitioning into a man, you're going to have to get hit as a female to start. And I'm telling you right now, if you transition at an older age, say you're in high school, and you get hit by some truck, you're going to be done before you even start.
Yeah.
And then if you even get to the pros, it's like there's dudes that are massive. And they have testosterone naturally throwing through their veins. You don't because that's why the whole thing with treatments, right? Like you have to consistently take those treatments, or else your body naturally will start producing testosterone again or estrogen. And even if it doesn't, it won't just naturally start making testosterone or estrogen. So you need to then constantly take treatments, or else your hormone balance will be so off.
So it's all bullshit. You shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, no, again, Jordan,
Just 'cause that guy
listen,
got
I have
second.
nothing bad to say about people who are transgender or anything like that. Nothing bad to say. But Jordan Peterson did say it right. I mean, it is a big psychological thing.
Yeah,
and it was classified for the longest time as a psychological as a psychological disorder. And so with that being said, like you said, once you declassify something as a norm, other things will become normalized.
Right.
Because it's just the digression of a society, the receding of just norms.
Yeah.
So,
but it's just
monogamy used to be a norm.
It's so dumb because
it's not a norm anymore.
Me and you could go run with females in track and field right now, and we're gonna lose because it's track and
some
field.
Of them, yeah, 100%.
Because it's about conditioning.
Well, yeah, and
track
some
and field's
people
about conditioning. So
again,
it's a different sport. That doesn't mean that a guy can change into a female and start fighting females just because one guy did well in a track and meet race against females. Track is a different sport. Track is about cardio. Okay, fighting's about physicality. You know.
No, 100%.
So don't use that to justify this. It's fucking retarded.
Mm-hmm.
You're dumb. Have you done sports? Because track and field is not about athleticism. It's about hard work and who legit has the most.
Well, and a lot of it has to do with genetics.
Genetics with your legs and stuff. But what track and field comes down to the most is cardio. Who runs the most? Who can?
In
certain races, unless you're a sprinter. Of course.
Yeah, and again, it depends on your heart size, everything. Yeah. There's this book I read, bro. And when we're talking about just humans, same thing with horses. This guy would go around and he had 3 or 4, I believe. What is it, the Golden Crown or whatever they race for?
Yeah.
And he had 4 horses that won it.
Damn.
And he went to this individual who was writing the book, David. He went to this man and he was asking him how did you pick 4 in a row? That's rare.
Right.
And he said, well, I found out that if a horse has a good genes, because when you look at horses, just like people, there's a lot of people who are good at running. Right. There's a lot of horses that are good at running, but there's some genetic factors that just make one horse more unique than even the top stud.
It's like LeBron James in the NBA.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say so, in a very similar fashion. He found out though that horses that with both, if you found these 2 horses, one had both the same size lungs. If the left part of your heart was bigger, your body would break down oxygen faster. So what he found out is that if this horse here had that, this horse would win statistically more than this horse.
Damn, that's crazy. So he just broke it down to a science.
Pretty much, he just found out that when you're running and you're breaking oxygen down, same thing with Usain Bolt, bro. His body is just designed to do that.
That dude's crazy. Now, I'll say this. You should let transgenders play in one sport and one sport only.
What's that?
I think we should allow men who've changed into females play into the WNBA, and that's it. And that's only because the WNBA is boring, and it's about time we get some dunks in that league. Could you imagine all the dunks? We got like
They
6,
just need taller
7.
women.
Yeah, or we could just chop some dicks off some dudes and throw them in there.
I mean, you could do that, but I feel like you'd have a lot of disappointed dudes. Because think about it, most of the guys in the NBA are pretty.
You can't make it to the NBA. You want to play ball still? Cut your dick off.
Well, think about it, bro. Men that are in sports, most of them, I would say most, not all, because there probably are some homosexual males and stuff like that. But when you look at sports as a whole, man, it's more of a masculine type of thing. So, like, if you come across as, like, gay or anything else like that, it's just kind of, like, brushed under the rug, you know what I mean?
What'd you do? Did you do anything for Valentine's Day?
I did.
Did you get some pussy?
I did not.
You didn't get pussy for Valentine's Day?
But I wasn't there, no.
Oh, okay. That's why.
It was more of a romantic type of thing, man.
But you guys were together?
Yep. Because this is how I look at it.
Could you have banged on Valentine's Day?
Huh?
Could you have banged?
Yeah.
Did you try?
Again, the vibe wasn't there.
The vibe wasn't there.
It was like, all right, like, this is how I look at it. I look at it from longevity. So this is like one Valentine I'll have next year.
Yeah. See, at least you're honest. If the vibe's not there sometimes. I know this kid who legit tries to convince me that his girlfriend fucks him whenever he wants to.
That's only the case if this man has like an arm in his pants.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so then
he's fucking full of shit. He's
then yeah, he's full of shit because I mean, women do have high sex drives, but like
I told him, I was like,
what's this dude do for a living?
He works with me.
No. Okay. Yeah. No. Unless this girl's super desperate, then no.
No. There's no way. He's fucking lying. He's younger than me. He gets me so tight because I'll be like, yeah, dude. Sometimes you gotta do shit when you've been with a girl for 6 years. You gotta do shit to get her in a mood. I was like, I'll rub my girl's back and shit to like, get her in the mood.
Or a cuddle or something.
Yeah.
Tell her she's pretty.
And he's like, really? He's like, I just tell my girl I want to fuck, and she does it.
Then she must have really low self-esteem.
I'm like, every time? He's like, yeah. And he was like, when I drive around, if I want head, I just make her give me head.
So he probably either beats her, and she probably has low self-esteem, or something like that. Because girls just aren't like that. Like, they aren't.
He probably does beat her. Definitely. Not going to lie.
I would see it, bro. Because here's the thing.
He's like a little dude.
If you have a woman
problems.
that has high self-esteem and a high sex drive, they are very like, I wouldn't say controlling, but they know what they want.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And no girl's going to give you there's no way pussy
unless
works
she
like that
wants
for you.
to. She's not going to do it. But that's what I mean about the low self-esteem. She's just being submissive.
He's capping so hard. He's like, his girlfriend must never give him pussy or something. Because, like, I get pussy, but I know for a fact I don't get pussy whenever it never works like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and here's the thing, bro. When it goes down, it's like, because there's the opposite too, right? Because have you ever been in a situation where the girl is just, like, not putting in a lot of effort?
Yeah.
And it's just boring.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. It's like, if I have to do all this for you, but you can't do even a fraction of it for me, why should I care?
And then you did.
Yeah, like, why should I? Because, one of the biggest things I've heard from one girl, I feel like a lot of girls have this thought, but I feel like this one was the only one that was honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I just showed up, so you should just want to.
Right.
And it's like, okay, I showed up too, ho. So should I just get a blowjob on command?
Right.
So that's my point. Sometimes girls, I feel like, get entitled though.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Just because they do. Because, like, when you meet a dude and he is a good dude, respectful dude, you should want to have sex with him. Yeah. But if you make it so hard, it's like he just loses that desire. Because why should someone try as hard?
I just hate when dudes cap so fucking hard about, like, what goes on in the relationship.
Or in their sex life.
Yeah. Like, stop capping, bro. You don't, like...
Well, and who cares?
No one cares. I'll say right now, I've had sex with 3 people. That's embarrassing. I don't fucking care. I'll say it. I'm not going to stand up here and be like, fucking, and lie about it and try to make myself look cool, bro. Nothing's cool about trying to be cool.
Well, I think, and also, I heard this statistic. 20% of all males in a whole population, say you took the city of Jamestown, 20% of the males have sex with a majority of the women. could have sex with the majority of women.
Right.
Only 20%. So that means 80% of dudes are actually not having a lot of sex.
Yeah, but that's a stone cold fact. Holy shit,
It's a fact. Like most people have low body counts. Like it's.
So why do those 20% get that pussy?
There's factors. There's attractiveness. There's aesthetics. There's money. There's social accolades. Like if you're like again, like for example, athletes. Yeah. Like they have the social accolade, the money. Again, they're gonna be jacked.
So stupid. Stop giving all the pussy to a small selective
guys. It's biological.
I know, but
because when you like, for example, when you look at that one girl because of the hips, it's biological. You are attracted to her physiology because you're right. Wide hips does promote easier reproduction. Yeah. So because they can
give birth.
Yeah, like if you have a girl with smaller hips, they could die.
Yeah.
So it's better actually. So when you think, so it's really like that. That's why women have the ability to pick and choose where men do not. Like men are expendable in a relationship, bro.
Yeah.
And that's one thing men need to realize. And once you realize that and just say, okay, I'm going to do my own, because that's what attracts women to those 20%. That 20% is doing their thing.
Right.
And then women are attracted to that. Where if you have guys who are fucking around, doing their thing.
It's so crazy because women are literally biologically set up kinda to want to get knocked up by the dude who's going to leave anyways. Like they're not looking for the one guy who's like, oh, this is a good guy. He's going to be the.
But then that comes into neuropsychology, right? Like then it's just a girl's brain and the individual. Like I said, high self-esteem, low self-esteem, stuff like that. Because like you'll have a woman with low self-esteem challenge you differently than a woman with high self-esteem. Yeah. Like in a conversation, and you can usually gauge their self-esteem by just like, making fun of them a little bit, seeing what they can take. Because if a girl can take a lot, then she has low self-esteem. Yeah. No, if a girl has high self-esteem, she doesn't want to hear negative share. She doesn't want to be picked on. She's an attractive woman. You should be, again, the whole concept of, like I told you earlier, I'm in the room, so you should just want me. Right. Because I'm attractive. And it's like, okay, well, exactly. It's like, okay, so what am I? Right. Then you just like you have to try to flip it because it's like, and that's what I mean. Then you'll be like, all right, see ya. And it's like the whole, like the one thing I hate hearing is like if you deny a girl, because I've heard this from like 2 girls. I've had one girl literally, but anyways, if they say, okay, there's more guys, I can hit up some other guy. It's like, okay, like that makes me even less attracted to you now. Right. So like, it's almost like you should be privileged, right, to be in their presence. That's the difference between high self-esteem, low self-esteem.
I hate those bitches.
Yeah, but like, it makes sense in a way because if you have a girl that has high self-esteem, she can get whatever she wants.
So true, and they do. Hey, how are we looking on time? Oh, it's been an hour? Okay. All right, you ready, Luke?
Yeah.
That's about good. All right, thank you for tuning in again, guys. We are back. We're going to be back every 2 weeks, every other week. So it's going to be me and Luke. Bring on a guest every now and then. Got some jokes written for him.
Yeah, we'll bring back the Clam Man.
Clam Man. We got Jeremy coming back. My brother is going to come on here.
Danny DeMarco.
We forgot to talk about real quick. I've been trying to get my brother.
Yeah, we'll touch up on Danny real quick.
Yeah.
Mr.
Can't
Patriot.
Get Danny because he's a fucking... Okay.
Danny, we love Danny, but he's kind of a pussy.
He's kind of a pussy. And Danny, I can beat your ass. He wanted to come on the show because he wanted to tell stories better because I didn't tell some of our childhood stories that good. But the truth is, I've always whooped Danny's ass, and I always will whoop Danny's ass. It's never going to change. And Luke, remember, we drove to your house one night, Danny, and I was going to walk into your house and beat the fuck out of you for no reason. Luke, you were there.
I was there because...
I was at like 1 a.m. I was just going to stop by to beat your ass. And you weren't even there.
We were challenging you to beat Danny's ass. So you're like, I have to prove right now that I can.
And you weren't there like a little pussy.
But we'll see, Danny, because if you watch these, it's going to be.
And he does.
Then we'll have to videotape it, put it on YouTube.
Bitch, Trump's a faggot, pussy. You want to defend that shit, you fucking homosexual gay faggot? Come on the show and talk about it then, you faggot. We've been waiting for your pussy ass. Takes you for fucking ever, you retard. You want to come on, or you just want to die like your fucking stupid orange president Trump did? He's terrible, and I'm glad he's not president. But thanks for hanging in, guys. That part was just for Danny. But we love you, and we'll see you next time. See you guys.
See ya.